What's good? It's been a long time, guys. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Trigger warning. Let me first say that this is definitely not one of those videos that's like, love it, light, da, da, da. No, high vibing. This is a morning blackout. Me just sharing my feelings type of video. I don't know what's gonna come out. I'm just documenting for documentation's sake and putting it out there. Um, and maybe someone can learn or get something from this video. So, trigger warning. Let me first say that. Welcome to the channel, though. Thank you guys for the people that's gonna watch it back. I'm just gonna go in. I'm not gonna wait see who's coming on because really, this is more for me than anything. Just getting it out. So, if you're holding space, I give thanks. Thank you. But if you is gonna be here, you might as well go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you like the vibe, or if you're watching any of my other videos, like to just subscribe, whatever. Um, but yes, it's Empress Love coming at you live and direct, and I'm just here to say, yo, hey, no, seriously. Um, I've been gone for some time, and part of me being absent has been due to just extreme heartache and pain. Heart, heart just has been in just, I've been hurting really bad. A lot of loss, a lot of pain, just a lot of pain. And not wanting to, um, not knowing what to do with it and not using it to shape shifts, just sitting in the pain. And that does nothing for no one, really. So, so all of that, I'm just going through all these different emotions. I've lost 3 people in a short span of time that I really cared and loved. When I say short span of time, I mean weeks of each other, like 2 weeks. And it was just like boom, boom. You know what I mean? And the gag is like, once you try to get over one, it's like, or you try to feel like you're okay with one, then you hear about the other one passing away. And then once you feel like, okay, get a hold of yourself, then you get hit with another. And each one hurts more than the other first one. So it's just like, damn. Like, like, damn, I'm already on the ground. You want to uppercut me and kick me while I'm down? It's like, gee whiz. It's like, man, that's how I've been feeling, yo, for real. And then then your personal life, then you see things happen in your personal life, and then it's just been a lot, okay? It's been a lot, and it has been so. I've had to use every bit of my oil that I had in my lantern to get me through this. I've had to use every bit of light in me that exists in this universe to keep from going dark and low, low, low. And that is part of this message. We have to store up oil. We have to store up um, light and knowing and wisdom and love in our bank, so that when things happen to deplete us, we have a reserve. Because I'm telling you, if I didn't have no reserve, I would be in the gutter right now, for real. When I tell you that I've going through some of the hardest shit that I've gone through in my life as an adult, it's like, because there's just no understanding, you know what I mean? And the loss, I mean, like when my grandparents transitioned, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna miss my grandparents, but they live their life. They, you know what I mean? They was able to see their grands and their great grands. You know what I mean? Wait, who had grand? Yeah, she had great grands. You know what I mean? And so it was like, okay. So it's like, they transitioned at a 80, 90 year olds. You know what I mean? So they live. But when you see your peers dropping and dying, and there's no such thing as death, transitioning, and they're so young, and it's not that you are hurting for them, it's like I'm hurting for me. I'm hurting for their children they leave behind. I'm hurting that's what it is. It's not, oh, poor them, they're gone. No, good for them, they're gone. But bad for all of us that's still here. You know what I mean? That gotta, live on without them, that are still here. And I shouldn't say it like that, because life is a beautiful thing, right? I think sometimes we get stagnant and complacent with life because we know it. And the other side seems so mysterious and so like, well, what's over there? You know, we know there's something there we know, because we know. And then it's like, I don't know. But this video just serves was for me to, I'm giving up my mourning. I gotta let it go. I've mourned for you. I've cried for you. I lamented. And I now must continue on. And I don't even know. Yeah. And I know people lose people all the time. I don't even know why this is fucking with me so bad. I mean, I do and I don't. I just, people transition every day. And I don't know why this is hitting me so hard. I have no idea why this is fucking with me so hard. And maybe it's because I've never lost someone younger than me in my friend group that I grew up with. Maybe that is what it is. And it just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why this is bothering me so much, but it is. And I miss my friend. I miss my friends. And one of them, I hadn't seen her in years. We grew up together. But, when you love somebody, that love never goes away. And then and then the other one, I'm kind of glad that she's no longer in pain. Both of them, I'm glad that they're no longer in pain. They can fly, they can soar, they can do all types of shit. I'm happy for that. But I'm sad for their children. They gotta live in this world without a mom. And, so it's just all of that. But I am letting it go. And I'm saying forever, you will be in my thoughts and my prayers. And your children will be in my prayers. You don't need no more prayers, because it is all is well with you. I believe that all is well with your soul. I got chills when I said that. And maybe you'll come talk to me sometimes. I don't know if I want all that, and maybe not. It's crazy because I was laying down, and me and my best friend, we used to always talk about the vortex and manifestations and stuff like that. And I was laying down, and I just heard a voice say, "I'm now in the vortex." And I was like, "Is that you?" I didn't want to explore it no further, but I got the feeling that it was her talking to me. But I didn't even feed it. I was just like, ain't no way. You know what I mean? And I just ignored it. So I don't know. I guess this is a lesson even more for us to live in the present because I remember we used to talk about the things we wanted to do when we got older. Hey sis, hey beloved. We used to talk about. I'm sitting here talking just talking about. Three of my good friends passed away, all separately in separate different occasions, and I'm just sitting here reminiscing and releasing the hurt and the pain and letting it go. So that's what I'm doing. I've been MIA because I've been really dealing with some real heavy human shit. You know what I mean? And just saying that, you know, had it not, I had to walk it like I talk it, meaning I had to put in practice everything I teach and everything that I know, and it still wasn't easy. You know, because it's one thing to teach, and it's other thing to live, and it's another thing when you have to teach and live it in real time. So yeah, and the sad thing is like I was talking to her in the sprint. I was just saying we had so many plans, like what we're gonna do when we got older, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna da 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 da. And it's like, yo, and some of them, it's like you would think, the Bible say, not the Bible says, but in the church they say it's gonna get greater later, but it didn't get greater for her. It never did. So it's like, fuck later, yo, make it better for you now, okay? And that's my commitment to myself, is to make it greater for me now. If it don't feel good, fuck it, not doing it. If it feels good, I'm going for it. um I feel like this is a catalyst for me in a lot of ways because I have lived for so many people, and now I'm just gonna just live for me. I haven't always just lived for me. When I make a decision, I put my nephews first. I'm like, well, they need me here, and I need to be here for them. I think of my mom. I think about my family. I think before I make a decision, I think about so many other people. And now it's like my nephew just turned 8 yesterday, not yesterday, on the 7th, and I looked at him and I was like, "You guys don't need me no more." Yeah, I mean, I've put enough in me. There's enough of me in you that you have it. You have this. You got it. And like I can go off and soar. I can go off and be and do. You know what I mean? I know they still be looking for me to be there, but shit, they don't need me like that no more. Yeah, this is a time to do what really makes me happy. Yeah, that is true. And you know what? And even with that, what really makes me happy is to serve and to help. You know what I mean? And I know I hate to sound like a wet fucking dog and just like, but I was, as I have taken this break, I realized that people don't want to be helped. People really don't want. Like even with my friend at transition, I told her what was happening. I told her what she should do, and she didn't listen. She didn't listen. And when it came to be too late, she wanted my help in a way I could not give it to her because it was too late. She was too far gone. She was too far away, and I couldn't get to her. And even with it's like they don't listen till it's too late. So it's like, yeah, you have this gift, a sight, and you can see it, but it's up to them to make the moves It's up to them to take your advice. It's up to them to take the guidance. Just like for me, it's up to us. It's up to, so even in that, it is like, I love to serve. I love to counsel. I love to coach. But it's like if a person don't listen, that be the part that's hard for me to deal with. That be and that's just because this is new. Me walking fully in my calling and anointing is new to me. Meaning that, yeah, I've always had the gift, but I've not always walked in it because it's a lot of responsibility in walking in that. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just, yeah. So then you gotta deal with people. People, like there's one song, "Deliver Me from People." You know what I mean? Humans are, man. It's a trip. People are a trip. you know. So it's like, but my desire is still to be able to sustain, maintain, and live an abundant, full life on service in a perfect way of serving others and my gifts, to where it's not like a work, it's just like something I just do. So that is still my goal and still my mission and my call. I just have to find a way to get over people, and be okay with giving the message, giving the directions, and now it's up to you. Have the chips fall, let them fall. And that's where I need to be, because that's where it is. You give the message, you give them what you see and what you hear, and you walk away. If they want further guidance, then you give it based on but if they're not doing the work, I can't let it. And that's what it was. It was like, okay, I'm telling you what to do, you're not doing it, but you're still pulling on me and calling on me for help, but you're not listening to the instructions. So therefore, I'm not only involved, I'm now affected because now you're not listening, but I'm tapped into your energy, so I'm feeling what you're feeling. And I don't want to be tapped into your energy, feeling the bullshit that you're feeling, and I don't be wanting them to get, and I don't want to help you if you're not going to help yourself, is where I'm at. I don't want to help no more if you're not going to listen. We are all here to give them messages and guidance, but it's really up to them to make decisions to change. I say it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I had a homeboy. After, and see, the one of the good things about this was, after I got the last call. No, it wasn't the last death. It was the second death. The second call I got. We all went to church together. We all grew up together, church family type shit. I got the call that she had passed away. And my mom told me that she had passed away. So I started getting in touch with some of my old friends, you know what I mean, that I went to church with. And we all kind of got our own way. And most of them, some of us ain't, everybody's gone their own ways and did their own things, you know what I'm saying? And one of the people I got in contact with, you know what I mean, we've always remained, cool, but he's, that's a whole other, you dig. But so I contacted him because, you know what I mean, he's always been a cool friend. And I had gave him a reading sometime about a situation that he was going through. And I had forgot all about it. And he was like, yo, he's like, man, you truly tapped in. You truly know that. You truly did. You do that. I was like, he's like, where you been? Because I just disappeared. You know what I mean? I changed number. I disappeared. I went ghost. You know what I mean? I deleted a lot of people that I knew off my social media. I just went ghost. He was like, yo, everything you said, yo. And then I said, I don't even remember what I said, but okay. Yeah, I mean, hell, I don't know her to be able to tell you anything. You know what I mean? Whatever all praise to the Most High, because it's just given to me, and I just give it to you. He's like, and it's like, now it's the whole thing. These gifts that we have, don't tap into me if you're not really wanting to help. Because it's not for entertainment purposes, yo. If you really want to know, and I know it's easier said than done because I've known myself, I've gone and got sought counsel from a spiritualist, and I didn't always take what was said initially because you don't want to hear it. especially if it's something you don't want to hear. You know what I mean? It takes a real person to be like, damn, I don't want to hear this shit, but it is what it is, and it's real. You know what I mean? I do understand that. But at some point, especially if you come in to me back to back to back, and you see, it's like, yo, at some point, we gotta start taking heed to the warnings. We gotta start taking heed to the guidance. We gotta start taking heed to counsel, to higher counsel at some point, you know? So, and then two, it's like what we do, it's like it's being so commercialized. Everybody getting on cam and shuffling cards, and that's why it's another thing. It's like it's turned me off because like everybody's doing it now. And so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be labeled, a tarot reader. I don't want to be labeled this or labeled that because now it's like a fad. Everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to pick up cards and it's not taken as seriously. So it's that too, you know what I mean? So it's just been a lot. The reason why I haven't been coming on, I'm just really trying to figure out how I want to start. Do I really want to do this on this type of like what I'm going to do? Am I just going to get on cam and just start just talking? And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know. But I wanted to. This video was dedicated to my three loved ones that have transitioned, that I love, that loves me, and I have grieved, I have mourned, I have cried, and now I must go on. I gotta take off my mourning clothes, and I gotta go back to work. Gotta go back to work. Sis says rise like a trend to people, but we aren't tarot readers. We are divine beings, real earth angels, etc. And those people that fake it will see as nothing to play with when their life fall apart. Ashe. That man, you said it. You said it. You said it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You keep your head up and thank you. Thank you for joining and holding space because you're right. It's not a because I don't even consider myself a tarot reader. I read before I even pick up a card. The card just confirmed, really. And I've been reading people and seeing since I was a child, and and channeling, you know what I mean, and picking up. So you're absolutely right. It's not a You're absolutely right. We are divine beings. I already know what I'm here to do, and so you're absolutely right. And I am an earth angel. I'm just here to love. And I was source told me a long time ago that my gift was love, and as long as he wants me to love his people, and as long as I love the people, I'm gonna always be taken care of. You know what I mean? So my gift is to love and guardianship and usher in people. Like my sissy said, she said it's like you were like the Morpheus. She's like you are like the people. People come to you when they're ready to transcend, when they're ready to. That's what she said to me. She's like you are like, and I love my sissy. Shout out to Heidi. She was like she's another earth angel. She's like you are like Morpheus. She's like when people are ready to embark on their walk, it's like you walk them through it and you help them, you guide them through their journey. You know what I mean? And because I've been through hell. Like I when I tell you, man. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave it there. But I one thing I will say is like love today. Don't if you feel like you have a good friend or a good person in your life, love on them. Don't let a moment go by where there's animosity. Yeah, spiritual teacher, right? Don't let a moment go by where there's animosity towards you and anyone that you love. Clear the air quickly. I mean, there is no place for beefing There's no place for malice. Like, if you beefing, that means there's emotion there and there's feelings there. Because you really, if you don't care about a person, why would you be beefing, right? So if you beefing with someone, it's because there's an emotion there that needs to be addressed instead of the anger, right? So let's try to make a habit of just loving and living our best lives at the moment, not putting off for tomorrow what we could do today. If you feel like okay, prime example, like one of the girls that passed away in junior high school, it was three of us. And we were all three best friends, and I haven't seen one of the girls since I graduated high school. I don't think, maybe after high school, before I got married. No, before I got married, I saw her because like yeah. But when I moved away, I didn't see her. Anyway, it's been years since I seen her. We would talk on the phone, but physically seeing her, I can't even remember when. And I just happened to have her number, and I picked up the phone. She was on my heart, and I called her. And I told her that our old friend, our girl, passed away. And even though she hadn't seen her, she's like, oh, no. Da-da. You know what I mean? And she was like, I was like, I hate to even tell you this over the phone, but you know what I mean? I just thought you should know, because we was all best friends. And I said, and I never stopped loving you. I haven't seen you in eons, but I still love you. And she's like, Shalonda, I'm so glad you called me. She's like, because we never were at odds with each other, and our lives just took off. Like she's an actress in Hollywood, and doing her thing out there in LA, and I'm out here, and our paths just don't really cross. Like our scenes are totally different. And she said, she's like, yeah, she's like, and if it's something were to have happened to you, it would really have fucked me up. So I'm glad you called me, because there would be no way for her to get in touch with me because I don't even have the same number. So anyway, and I just called her. It was on my heart to call her, and I called her. I didn't even know if she gonna be like I didn't know what it was gonna be like, but I just like, so now for me it's like whatever it hits my heart to do, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, so it's man, the whole illusion of time is an illusion, and whatever it is you feel and want to do, just do it. And that's the way I'm gonna pay homage to my friends that I love. Is every time I do shit out of fear. I do it anyway, but this I'm gonna be even more like, ugh, you know what I mean? So because I'm doing it for not just me, I'm doing it for my sisters that passed, and who you know what I mean? So anyway, I love you guys for taking the time to even hold space, and make sure you like the video and leave your comments below. How do you deal with fear? How do you deal with loss? And how are you doing, period? And any comments of videos that you like to see me do, leave in the comments, share the video. All right, guys, I'm gone. I love you for holding space. Peace, love, and light. And I do feel better. I'm smiling now, and this is my happy space. You know what I mean? And I realized I stayed away for all the wrong reasons. So I'm back. And you guys want to see me more, physically see me more. Um, so yeah, your girl's been sad. I've been sad, but I'm glad now and I'm happy. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. And I love you guys. I love you. Ashe. 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 All right. Be peace, be love, and be lights.